Welcome to the MAC Low Income Household Water Assistance Program tutorial. This video will help you fill out your eligibility form and application for the LIHWAP Low Income Household Water Assistance Program. The first step to receiving LIHWAP assistance is visiting the website macproject.org/LIHWAP. That's MACproject.org/LIHWAP. The MAC LIHWAP website will have very important information to help you fill out your application. The first thing to look at the website is the benefits. You want to make sure you understand this is a one-time benefit for a household that has a water or wastewater bill that is past due. The maximum benefit you can receive is $2,000. This will only cover your water or wastewater arrangements, and we are able to look at bills that are bundled, such as water and wastewater combined. We do have a system to do that. You also want to make sure that you're looking at the eligibility requirements for the program. First of all, applicants must have access to email because most of the correspondence that we will have with you regarding this program will be via email and via electronic form. It is very important that you have an email that you will be able to access on a regular basis. You will first fill out our eligibility form, which I will show you in just a moment. You will also need to provide us with proof of government photo identification, so a copy of a state ID, state driver's license, U.S. passport, U.S. military card, permanent resident card, or any type of government-issued photo identification. The name on the application must be the same name on the government-issued ID. Expired IDs will not be accepted. Expired IDs will be accepted for a period of 1 year after the expiration date. You must have debt owed on your water or wastewater system. Thus, you must have a past due balance. Also, the applicant must reside in MAC's service area. You must reside in one of these zip codes in order for us to provide service to you. In order to be eligible, you must fall within these income guidelines, your household size, and the income based on each month. If you fall within these guidelines, you will be eligible. You can also be considered automatically eligible if you are a part of CalWorks, if you receive CalFresh, or if you have received LIHEAP, which is Low Income Household Energy Assistance Program. If you have received LIHEAP services in the past 120 days, you will be considered automatically eligible. If you have additional questions regarding the eligibility form and application, you are able to reach us, the Water Department, at 619-349-0123, or email us at water@macproject.org. Like I said, the first step is to fill out your eligibility form. You'll click on that link located at the bottom and the top of the MAC LIHWAP webpage, and there you will see the MAC LIHWAP intake. This is an eligibility form that is required in order to assess your eligibility for the LIHWAP program. First step is to check up this box right here. This box says that you understand your information will be transferred to our confidential Salesforce system that allows us to process your application. You will first put in your first name. You will then put in your last name as well, and this is the person that is applying for benefits. You will then put in the birth date of the person applying for benefits. You will put the street address of the person applying for benefits, the city in which this person resides, the state of California, and the zip code of the area that you are receiving this service. Please ensure that your zip code was listed on the MAC website. You will also need a social security number. It's very important that you click this button here that says you do have a social security number, as that is important for eligibility. Please provide us with the social security number of someone above the age of 18 within the household. You will then submit an email address. Like we said, we are going to be making all of our correspondence via email. So an email that you are checking on a regular basis is very important. Then you will also give us a phone number. This is very helpful so that if we do find you are missing information or need to verify something for your eligibility, we are able to contact you immediately via phone as well as via email. Next questions. Can you provide a copy of a government issued ID? Yes, you must have a government issued ID in order to be eligible. Does a member of your household receive any of the following services? They received LIHWAP in the past 120 days, they've received CalWORKS, or they have received CalFresh. If you click yes and you can verify this information, you are automatically eligible. If you click no, that's okay. You can still be eligible. But we would check your total household income. Your total household income must be at or below 60% of the state median income. You can look at the chart on macproject.org/LIHWAP in order to see that chart to see if you are considered 60% below the state median income. You must click yes in order to be eligible. Is your water or wastewater system enrolled in the program? You can check by going to www.csd.ca.gov/LIHWAP, and they will have an continuously updated list of all of the water authority water systems that are enrolled in the program. San Diego County's water systems have most of our water systems enrolled. If you have a question about your own water system, please visit csd.ca.gov/LIHWAP in order to see that information. Are your wastewater or water utilities included in your rent? For some tenants, they pay their rent, which includes their water. If that is true, you can go ahead and click the yes button. If that is not true and you have a separate water bill separate from your rent or you own your home, then that would be a no. Are you past due on your rent? If you have your wastewater included in your rent, and you must be past due on that rent in order to be applicable. Are you a tenant on the lease? In order to be eligible, you must be a tenant that is listed on that lease in order to apply for this program. Does your landlord agree to sign an agreement confirming the landlord-tenant relationship and that water or wastewater is included in your rent? There is a form that you can provide to your landlord that will state that, yes, your water bill is included in your rent. You would click yes on that. If you own your home or you have a separate bill for your water, then you would click no or not applicable. Does your landlord agree to provide a copy of the utility bill for service provided to that specific property? We will need a utility bill that states that this property that you are listing is the one that is being paid. So you would click yes. If your water bill is separate and you rent, it would be no. If you own your home, it would be not applicable. Do you have a past due amount on your water or wastewater bill? In order to be eligible for this program, you must have a balance due on your water or wastewater bill. If you click no, you will be ineligible as this program only pays for water or wastewater that is past due. Once you have filled out this form, you can go back and look, make sure you filled everything out correctly. This is your correct address, social security number, you have an email and phone number, and you have answered all of the questions. Once you've done that, you will click the send button and then it will pop up with a thank you for your submission. After you've done that, you will receive an email that looks just like this. You'll receive an email from Mac Provisio that will say, dear applicant, based on your response in the eligibility screening form, you are potentially eligible. We say potentially eligible as we still need to verify your documentation and you still need to fill out an application in order to move forward. If you are not eligible, you'll receive a different email that says you are not eligible and a way to contact us if you feel that this was a mistake. Now, it's very important that you read the information that is on your email. It shows you a list of required documents, shows you acceptable government issued IDs that you can utilize and have a copy of. You must also have a current water or wastewater bill that is past due and has a past due balance. You must show your proof of income. Therefore, you can verify income by showing a W-2, tax return, pay stub, or bank statement. You can also provide a benefit letter that shows that you are receiving CalFresh or CalWorks. By providing us with that benefit letter, you do not need to provide us with your tax forms or pay stubs, as your benefit letter will be your income eligibility verification. If you are receiving LIHWAP program assistance within the past 120 days, this must be within the past 120 days. If you received assistance from LIHWAP 300 days ago, 200 days ago, 121 days ago, you will not be able to use that email or letter from LIHWAP as your income verification. You will have to provide these documents here. If you have received LIHWAP in the past 120 days, we can verify that for you. If your utilities are included in your rent, you are going to need to provide not only your proof of income eligibility and your photo ID, but you're also going to have a current water bill from that property, and you will need to request a copy of that from your landlord. You will also need a rental agreement from your landlord with you listed on that rental agreement. And finally, you will need the completed landlord agreement that has been signed by your landlord. That landlord agreement is right here, attached in a PDF. You'll click that open. You can print this and take this directly to your landlord, or email it to your landlord, and they will fill out the information with your name, your address, the amount of money that is taken out of your rent to pay for water, wastewater, or both, and who the property owner or management company is, and that they agree to provide the assistance that they receive to your past due rent. In addition to our online application, if for some reason you are having great difficulty filling out your online application, you can come to one of our in-person application clinics. Application clinics happen every Wednesday, starting on September 7th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. They will take place at the MAC Community Room in Chula Vista, 1387 3rd Avenue in Chula Vista. That is only on Wednesdays from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on a first come, first serve basis. We can only assist 40 people at each clinic. It is advised that you go through the entire application process before you attend an application clinic. Or if you do not have the ability to fill out your application online, you can come into the clinic and fill it out at our facilities. Once you have read all of the information in your email, you're able to click on the blue button that says application. Once you click on that blue button that says application, it will take you to the official Department of Community Services and Development application. The information that you place into this form will be uploaded into the official Department of Community Services and Development's LIHWAP application. It's very important that you fill out this application in its entirety, as incomplete applications will not be processed and you will not be able to receive supportive services. Once again, make sure that you are checking this box here at the top that says you understand we are going to import your information into our confidential Salesforce system. You will put in your name. You will put in your last name. You will put in your birth date, the birth date of the person that is applying for this program. You will put in the service address for the location that you are applying for services for, the unit number in case that is an apartment number, the city in which you are receiving the service. The county should be San Diego County. The service state will be California, and then your service zip code. It's very important that the service zip code does match the zip code that you placed in your eligibility form, as well as is listed on the MAC project.org/LIHWAP eligibility list. If you have the same mailing address as your service address, you will click this box here. It is not uncommon to have a separate mailing address for your water bill and a separate location that you're actually receiving your water or wastewater services. If this is the case, you do not check this box and you fill out what your official mailing address is. If it is different from your service address, please make sure that we have your correct mailing address. Next question is, do you own or do you rent your home? If you own your home, you'll click here. If you rent your home, you will click here. Once you go down past the mailing zip code, you will see a spot for your social security number. You'll place in that social security number. You will then make sure the Social Security number is for someone within the household above the age of 18. Telephone number. You will also make sure that you have a email address, excuse me. Enter in your email address once again. Make sure that is absolutely correct because that is the email address we will be sending your information to. Next, we are going to look at demographics. This is the information for every single person that lives within this household. You will let us know how many people are in this house below the age of 2. How many people are in this house between the age of 3 and 5? How many people are in this house between the age of 6 and 18? How many people are in this home between the age of 19 and 59? Anybody over the age of 60? Anybody who is considered disabled? Anybody who is considered Native American? Anyone who is considered a migrant farm worker? Next, you will enter the total gross monthly income for all individuals living in this household over the age of 18. There are various different forms of income that you may have. Excuse me. You may receive different benefits, specifically TANF, which is the temporary assistance for needy families. You'd enter that amount here. You may be receiving SSI or SSP, which is the social services program, also known as supplemental security income. You may be receiving SSA or SSDI, which are disability benefits, specifically Social Security disability insurance. Anyone in the household that may be receiving this. And then the most likely source of income could be paychecks from your work, and however much that amount is what you will enter here. Any interest that you receive on any type of investments that you have, any pension or retirement payments that you receive on a monthly basis, and any other form of income. At the bottom here, you will add up all of your total monthly income based on the information that you placed in the above boxes. Next up, you're going to list information for every single household member. It is very important that you fill out in the entirety all the information for each person within your household. If you have more than 7 people in your household, we may ask you to provide us with additional information after you have submitted your application. The applicant is your first household member. You're going to need to let us know what the race of that person is, if they are Hispanic, Latino, or Spanish, and the gender. You're also going to enter in the gross monthly income for that person and what is the source of income that they receive that from. Next, you're going to do household member 2. You'll need to enter their first, their last name, their relationship to you, the applicant, the date of birth for this person. You'll need to enter this person's race. You'll need to enter this person's gender, the amount of money that they bring into the household on a monthly basis, and the source of this income. Next up will be household member 3. If you remember, we have a family of 4 here. The date of birth for applicant or for household member number 3. Their race, their gender, how much money they bring into the house. If they do not bring anything, they have no source of income. Finally, we have household member number 4, the date of birth for this household member. What this person's race is, the gender of this person, the amount of money that they bring out to the household, and their source of income. If you have additional members in the house, you'll enter for member number 5. You'll enter for household member number 6. And finally, you will enter for household member number 7. It's very important that you have each and every household member listed in order to ensure eligibility. Are you or someone in your household currently receiving CalFresh? You'll click on this box here. If you are currently receiving CalFresh, you are automatically income eligible for this program. Is someone in your household receiving CalWorks? If someone is receiving CalWorks, they are automatically considered income eligible. If you have someone in your household who has received LIHWAP assistance in the past 120 days, then you'll click this box here and we will make that verification. In order for us to pay for your bill, we need to know if we are looking at paying for your water bill, your wastewater bill, and for most cases in San Diego County, your water and wastewater are combined into one bill. You will be able to select only one of these. We cannot pay a water and wastewater bill separately. It must be one or the other, or if the bill is combined into one. You will then let us know what is the name of your water company. You will then let us know what is the account number for your specific water company bill. Please double check and make sure that this is correct because we cannot go back and change account numbers once we have started the payment process. Is your utility service shut off? Have you received a shutoff notice and had your services terminated for your water? Yes, and if not, then it's no. Do you have a past due notice or past due balance on your bill? You must have a past due balance in order to be eligible for this program. Are your utilities included in your rent? If you are renting and your landlord includes your water in your actual rent and you are past due on your rent, then you can be eligible for this program. Next up are going to be some very important file uploads. It's definitely recommended that you get all of your information together and you upload that information into your device that you're using. If you're using your desktop computer, laptop computer, or your smartphone, please make sure that you have all of these documents already ready to upload into your application. These can be in DOC format, PDF format, JPEG format. Either of these formats are eligible for you to upload that specific documentation. You must upload a copy of the government issued photo ID. Once you have your photo ID already copied into your device, you're going to click Add File. Then you're going to go to the folder or desktop that you saved your information. And then you're going to click on that ID and you're going to put it inside your application. Next, you're going to have a proof of income, and this is for all people in the household that have any form of income. So you'll click this right here where it says Add File, and then you will go in and you will put in the proof of income for each member of the household. We had 2 adults in this household who each received 2 different forms of income. So make sure that you add in both of those. And sometimes it's helpful to name the document of the person and where it's coming from. So if I'm receiving a paycheck from Mac Project, it might say Jane Water, Mac Project. That will remind me which document I'm uploading into my application. If I have additional folks in my home that are also receiving any type of income, I'm going to click Add File again to add their income. And you can add multiple documents into proof of income eligibility. Next up, you're going to have your current water or wastewater bill. So the bill that is past due. If you are a homeowner or a renter with a separate water bill, you will have this document that you can open up and you can put that document into the application. If you are a renter and your utilities are included in your rent, then you will have to get a current water or wastewater bill from the property that you live at. You may need to obtain this from your landlord. So if you do not have a water bill that is separate, then you must obtain that water bill from your landlord. If you do have your water included in your rental agreement, you will need to add a copy of that rental or lease agreement. It's very important that you have that rental or lease agreement with your name on it. The applicant's name must be listed as a renter on that lease agreement. You must also have your completed landlord agreement. So in your eligibility email that said you were eligible and to fill out your application, there was a PDF of the landlord agreement that you can print out or send to your landlord to get them to fill that out. If for some reason you're having difficulty getting your landlord to fill that out or they do not understand the program, you're welcome to reach out to MAC Water and we can contact your landlord and explain the process and the program to see if they would like to participate and sign the landlord agreement. Once again, you can reach us at water 619-349-0123. Once you have all of those documents uploaded and you've loaded up your government ID, you have your proof of income eligibility, you have your water bill. If you are a renter, you have all of the documentation needed. Then you will type in your full name, and that will provide an electronic signature. You will then put in your today's date, and that will provide you with a signature. After you've read this statement, you understand that we are going to be processing your application for the CSD on behalf of the state of California. You will click this send button here. Once you click the send button, you will receive an additional email. This email will come in from LIHWAP Application. It will give you a DocuSign where you click on this link here, and then that will allow you to sign your document. It will have you log in so that you can sign your document. Once you have signed your document, then it will be uploaded into our LIHWAP Salesforce program. We will evaluate your eligibility and then provide you with an email verifying the amount of money that we are going to be sending directly to your water company. All program eligibility will be corresponded via email. All payments will go directly to your water company to the account number that was provided on your application form. If for some reason you are having difficulty with your application, please reach out to us. You can call us at 619-394-0123. You can also email us at water@macproject.org. And we will be hosting our clinics at Chula Vista, 1387 3rd Avenue on Wednesdays, starting in September from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. We have a limit of 40 applicants per clinic, and it is on a first come, first served basis. Thank you very much for viewing our tutorial on how to apply for the MAC Low Income Household Water Assistance Program. Once again, if you need any additional assistance, you can reach us at water@macproject.org or call us Monday 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 619-349-0123. We are also able to answer phone calls on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m., but we'll have very limited availability. Once again, thank you so much for choosing MAC, and we hope to assist you with your LIHWAP needs.